I want to talk about the truth about the often mentioned online strategy about coming in with a tourist visa or using your ESTA and then adjusting your status after getting married in the United States. I know. Everyone tells me all the time. Apparently, there are a lot of people out there, even lawyers, which blows my mind, who are advising people to do that. And frankly, that just gives me chills. It's a terrible idea. I see so many disasters because of this, and that is why we have made this video so that you're not one of them. Please, please, please listen to me. In the past, this was something that was done more frequently, and the government was much more lax with it. Now, under today's environment, with the administration we have, the changes that have been made, the government has very explicitly said that they're really cracking down on this. Not only have they said that and made changes to their employee manuals as far as how people review the situation, but I've actually seen a lot of cases where it's caused people trouble. And so it just breaks my heart that I have people, crying in my office saying, we heard this was a thing you could do. Everyone said they already did it. It was so easy. And then what happened to me was, I got caught at customs and sent back, sometimes even with an actual equivalent of a deportation order that's going to require a waiver, or a waiver for fraud, just because I tried to follow this terrible plan. That's not really a good idea. So I kind of played my hand. It's not a good idea. Don't do it. But the reason, let me explain a little bit about the reason why you shouldn't do it. So legally, there are two different types of intention that you can have when you come into the United States. You can be intending to be an immigrant, which means I'm intending to move to the US as my new home. I want to work here, I want to live here, I want to stay here indefinitely. Or you can be coming as a non-immigrant, which means I'm coming just to do something specific and then I'm going back home to my own country. So I want to go to Disneyland, or I want to go to college, or I'm just going on vacation to visit someone or something like that, right? Those are all non-immigrant types of categories. Some types of jobs have non-immigrant visas where it's a limited time period job that you're just going to be coming in to do that job and then, basically leaving after that. So the problem with the strategy about coming in on a tourist visa or with ESTA is that a tourist visa, ESTA, or any other non-immigrant visa has a basic requirement that you're not intending to stay in the United States. You're saying to the US government, you're by your actions of presenting that visa, whether they interview you or not, you're saying, I'm not intending to stay in the United States. And so, if you are not intending to stay in the United States and then later on your circumstances change, you're just coming to visit, but circumstances change, or maybe you're going to college and you eventually meet somebody after you're here, well, that's a different situation, because you at the time when you came, you did not have the intention to stay longer than you were supposed to. You were just coming to do your thing that you had already, you had the specific visa for, and you were going to go back to your home country. So if you're in a situation where you are consciously planning, okay, I'm going to, here's my plan. I'm going to say I'm just coming to visit, and then I'm going to instead say, actually, I changed my mind, and now I got married. The government is going to ask you a lot of questions about that, because it's not super common that happens, especially in a short period of time. And so you might think that you can just kind of be sneaky about it, but the thing is, there are usually a lot of tells that was your intention. So, I've literally seen people who had like a wedding dress in their bag and they said they were coming on vacation. Obviously, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. But there are lots of other ways that you may have wound down your life, quit your job or sold your property or told your friends goodbye, things like that, evidence that's on your phone, you've been emailing people about this, all sorts of things, ways that they can catch you doing this. And believe me, it is not worth it, because if you get turned around, in most cases, you're going to need to start over completely. And in some cases, you then have significantly higher barriers where you're needing waivers. I mean, we're talking years of extra wait time, thousands of extra dollars of legal fees. I know that everyone thinks lawyers are always trying to find a complicated way to do things to get more legal fees, but believe me, I would not wish this on anybody, and that's why I'm making this cautionary tale video today, because my heart is just breaking on behalf of some people that we have seen asking about this recently. It's not worth it. Just if you are outside of the US and you want to get married, really your options are a fiancé visa or a spouse visa, and we can talk with you about what those options look like, but you will just sleep better at night and be at significantly lower risk if you just do it the right way. And even though the process is annoying, you'll know this is going to work because I'm doing it the right way. I'm not creating any additional barriers in my case. So we're kind of straight shooters around here about the truth and what's recommended in the law. And so there you have it. Whether you wanted to hear that or not, really please take it to heart, because we just don't want to have you in a tough situation later on.